All right, lots of questions about drum rolls come in every week for me in the comment section, via my email, messages on social channels. So I just kind of wanted to cover a couple things that I always tell people to look to help you troubleshoot your drum rolls, your double stroke rolls in particular. If you need a program to go through that, there's a free one below this in the video description and in a pinned comment, 30 Days to Better Doubles. It has exercises specifically to help you target a lot of these issues that I'm talking about. There's going to be 3 of them. All right, so let's just cut to the chase here. The first one is going to be, as you know, a double stroke roll, right, right, left, left. And we want to get a smooth double stroke roll. Okay, so we want to get a smooth double stroke roll. Now, whenever we do this, 3 things happen. The first thing that happens that I hear from students that are learning them is what I call pulsing, okay? And pulsing is where we have the outlining skeleton of what the double stroke is, right, left, and then we double that. But the hands are still making this motion, right? A lot of times I hear students and they come in and they play and they're doing their doubles and they're giving them correct spacing, but the second note is much, much weaker than that first note. And so what's happening is you're hearing the pulsing of the outlining skeleton rhythm. Instead of hard to do when you're not adjusting the custom to do it. Hopefully that came across. So what you want to do is you want to work on accenting that second note and bringing it out, and you got to do that at a very slow tempo. I have a couple exercises in 30 Days to Better Doubles, link below this, in case you need to go through that. So if that's you and you're pulsing, that's going to help you. The second one is crushed diddles. They're crushing them diddles, okay? And that happens, we have obviously a buzz roll that's made up of multiple bounce strokes. Right, so that buzz roll has multiple bounces. Well, people get confused in between that and the double stroke, and they kind of mix the two. And they start crushing those doubles and not giving them the proper spacing, right? So instead of... So you still get that pulsing effect, but you also get the crushed diddle in the middle. And as it gets faster, it just gets dirtier and dirtier and dirtier. So what we got to do is we got to pull that back. We don't want to play a buzz roll. We don't want to play pulsing when we're playing our buzz roll. And we don't want to crush things whenever we're playing our open stroke roll. We want to have them 2 separate things. And so whenever we're doing that, we have to slow it way down, and we have to make sure we're giving those notes their proper space, okay? The other's about the volume of each note. This one's about the spacing of each note. And then the third thing is just going to be, in general, uneven timing. And so there's strokes. It's like playing 16th notes if we're here. And those 16th notes kind of got uneven. I'm playing 4 notes like in there, but it's wishy-washy, right? So we want to avoid that as well. We can do the same thing when we're playing double strokes. So here, it's like inconsistent in general. It's just not sounding good. It's really hard to play badly whenever you've worked so many years to try to play better. So you want a very even one. So I don't know why I touched the snare like that. Anyway, that's the 3 ways. It's going to be pulsing, crushing your diddles, and then just uneven timing in general. Those are the 3 areas that are most likely giving you problems. All of them are worked on at very, very slow tempos. It usually comes down to the spacing of the notes, not having control of what you're playing, and you only gain that control by playing very, very slowly. But it's not a popular thing to tell people on the internet. The popular thing is to play faster, even if it's clean, even if it's not clean, even if it's sloppy, even if it lacks pocket. We need to sacrifice pocket for that almighty speed, right? And it's just not like that in the real world. In the real world, pocket is king. So if you play a clean double stroke roll and you can play it at 60 BPM, it doesn't matter if you can kind of sort of get through it at 100 BPM because it's not clean. 60 BPM is where it's at, right? And so we work up from there, slower if you need to, okay? You're not playing it correctly unless you're playing it cleanly, consistently, and in the pocket, all right? So like I said, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse here, but there is a free program for that, 30 Days to Better Doubles. It's again linked below, whole program. You can go through, check things off. It's a lot of fun. I have fun whenever I go back through it. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. I've got new lessons coming all the way. If you are subscribed, or if you're just newly subscribing, ding that notifications bell because you may not get notified of new lessons unless you do that. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. What's your problem area with your double strokes as well? Maybe share this with somebody you think it may help. But whatever you do, I'll see you here in the next lesson.